What's up, y'all? What is up? What is up? What is up? How is everybody doing today, man? You already know how it go. It is your boy B back with another video, guys, and I appreciate you all for watching, of course. Now, what I want to do, guys, number one, I need to do this, so give me 1 second because I already see that we're gonna have an issue. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna have an issue. I know you can't see. I know. Just give me 1 second. Let me fix this for us right now. Okay. Why is this thing acting like this? There we go. No, we want to do this. All right, cool. All right, so number one, I'm just gonna catch y'all up, bruh, on what it is and what it ain't. All right. So, I'm bringing you guys this video, and it's definitely something I have to do. All right. Number one, I had a bunch of lovely calls with you guys this weekend. That has been my highlight. I really appreciate all of you guys, everybody. The words of encouragement, the people that are impacted by the things that I'm doing, and also people that are just motivated in themselves, right? So I appreciate that. All of the fathers out there, hope you had a great Father's Day. And, I want to speak on why you guys can actually start reselling, and why maybe you're not getting the success that you feel like you deserve. So number one, we're just going to actually take a step into what we've all experienced, which is we've all experienced that point in time where we believed in a influencer or somebody that is telling us that we can do X, Y, and Z to drop ship or to phone flip or whatever we're trying to do, right? And we all fall for that. And the reason we fall for it is because people sell dreams, and they're pretty good at it, right? Now, I'll be the first to say drop shipping is definitely something, in my opinion, that is not going to help you scale and make a bunch of money and be able to leave that job. But you're going to have to realize that reselling, let's just say as an example, isn't easy. Now, yes, you can get products and you can list them up on eBay, right? We have eBay automation, which I will be walking you guys through in 1 second, right? I'm going to be listing some products on an eBay and show you guys a walkthrough so that you guys can hopefully be able to nitpick and see what you can learn from it. But, I'll be lying to you guys if I told y'all I was doing this live. And I got to get this off my chest before I start. I got to, because this is something, no matter how many views I get or no matter how many supporters I have, I want to always be transparent. As you guys probably could see, if you look at my background now and you look at my background in other videos, it's a bit different. This weekend has been interesting for me. I've learned a lot. Stick with me. Stick with me, because I'm about to tell you guys something and be very transparent. Back in the day, when I was 20, 21, 22, 23, right, I would get into personal or have personal problems, and I would just stop working because the personal problems were so heavy. And I wouldn't open the store, or I wouldn't come into the store, just let the employees work. And I lost a lot of money doing that. And I'm just so proud of myself that, no matter what type of personal issues or how heavy the world feels, I can continue to work and continue to put my best effort in, right? No matter my sleeping arrangements, no matter relationship problems, no matter expectations, depression, whatever the heck you want to call it, you got to keep moving. And the reason I'm telling you guys this is because there's a bunch of people out there that I get on the camera with and I talk to face to face, and I can see it in their eyes that they're going through something. And I would be lying to you guys if I was to start this video and tell you guys I'm not going through something, because I think energy is very, very, very important, especially when you are creating content. That's why I haven't picked up a camera, believe it or not, in maybe 7 days. And, I'm thankful for the struggles that I go through, whether it's personal or business. I'm thankful, right? But the most thankful opportunity I think I've been able to utilize is just consistently being able to get to work, no matter what environment, no matter what situation, no matter what happens, being able to get to work. Um, I think that it's really hard to, as an entrepreneur, have that motivation when everything is just not motivational, right? Keep your head up, no matter if you're being cheated on, or um, if you don't have your job ain't doing well, if the money ain't rolling, no matter what it is, you gotta lock the fuck in, man. You gotta lock in no matter what, and you have to always have some type of vision, right? So I was on a call this morning, and the person told me, he was like, yeah, he kept pointing at his work shirt, and he was like, man, I really want to leave here. I really want to get out of this. And he was just telling me how he's tried this and that and that and this. And it just seemed like he felt like every time or everything he could and is trying is going to fail. Don't think about it like that. You feel me? I think that you have to also be able to use opportunities, betrayal, when people help you. Use any type of opportunity, negative or positive, to keep you going. Because this gentleman thought, well, I ain't going to be able to do much. I got to quit my job. I got to do. Bro, stop thinking about it in a negative way. If you don't like your job, whatever your job is doing great, you need to study. You need to make sure that while you're on the clock, you're looking at things that you can nitpick and put into your business. No matter what your situation is, bruh, you gotta keep going, because ain't shit gonna stop, bruh. Ain't nothing about to stop. And I'm gonna speak to my men, because I can't speak to women, because I'm not a woman. What I will tell you, men, is this, right? You're just as valuable to others as you are to yourself. You understand me? So understand that hitting the gym, working on your craft, not working on a job, but working on a craft, all these things make you more valuable and make you better. Just because something doesn't see your value doesn't necessarily mean you are not valuable. Just because things didn't pan out the way you wanted doesn't mean that you're not valuable. Just because you ain't see the bread, or you didn't see that income stream flourish the way you wanted, does not mean you're not valuable. But I'm going to tell you something, bro. When you start feeling down on yourself, or you feel like shit just not fair, that's when it's time for you to let that turn you into a monster, turn you into a beast, turn you up another level. A lot of us, man, we put our heads down. And it's okay to put your head down, but don't keep your head down, bro. You got to pick that shit back up, because ain't nobody going to be there to lift it for you. We have a disadvantage. And the disadvantage that we have is that our value has to speak before we do. I'm going to say that again. Our value has to speak before we do. As a beginner, what product do you recommend starting off with? As a beginner, when it comes to reselling, I definitely recommend starting off with small ticket items. So I would recommend like chargers. I would recommend chargers. I would recommend MagSafe power banks. I would recommend anything when it comes to like even bundles like these, right? Like these are really good to start out with, because they don't cost that much. These cost anything $6 to $5. You sell these as a bundle for anywhere between $10.50, $14 on Amazon, Mercari, and eBay and OfferUp. That's the wave. Pretty boy, Japan, what's up, man? Thank you so much for asking that question, man. Thank you for tapping in tonight. But yeah, y'all. I just wanted to start this whole thing off with that, bro. No, I'm not doing great. But I'm planning and figuring things out, which would be the reason my energy is the way it is. And it has nothing to do with business. And I like it that way. And I'm going to say that again. I like it that way because when you have problems and you have challenges, it's just another obstacle for you to become the stronger and better, more valuable person than you were walking into it, walking out of it. It's very important that y'all remember shit ain't always going to be great. And you also got to remember this. Yeah, I'm going to end with this, right? And I say this to all of my mentees, all of my students. Life is like a skyscraper, bruh. In order for you to get to the next level and keep moving up, you're going to have to leave things. You're going to have to leave habits. You're going to have to go through shit in order for you to get into that elevator, to be able to walk up the next flight of stairs. Sometimes you're going to have to tell your friend, nah, bro, I can't play the game tonight. Nah, bro, I can't go to that party. Bro, do you listen, I have a total of like 8 friends that are DJs. All they do all day is travel around and DJ parties. And all they do is literally, I have security friends, people that run secure. I have people that are really outside and they always want to network. They always want to have friends come out. But I have to tell them no, and I've been thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I should, but the reason I don't is because I understand that the sacrifice right now is going to be for something way greater. I don't want to go to a party for free. I don't want to be able to be accessible to women that are low quality or to be accessible to men that want to shoot each other. I don't want to be accessible to these people. You have to understand the difference between value. It's a difference. And sometimes you gotta sacrifice and also realize that you're built in the wrong way. And that's why you're not seen the way you want to be. And I'm gonna just end with that. Remember, as a man, you're only as valuable as your value is. Your value is going to speak for you before you do. That's it. You feel me? All right. So next, let's talk about eBay. Now, as we have, I feel a little better with getting that off the chest because I feel like, again, it's interesting the conversations I've been having and the people I've been seeing and the dialogue I've been having. It's interesting. Everything is just, it lines up in a certain way, and it's interesting. I like it. I like being down. I like being doubted. I like being in this position because it's chess or checkers. Which one you gonna play? It's, are you gonna do your work or you not? You gonna get shit done or you not? That's really all it is. It's results or no results. So the reason a lot of people are not making bread, the reason a lot of people aren't making money, especially when they're going on YouTube, right? You go on YouTube and you go ahead and you type in something like make money online, right? Or you might type in our favorite thing to type in, drop shipping, right? Now, when you're typing in these things that you feel will get you success or results, 9 times out of 10, you have to realize that there's a few factors in making money online, and there's a few factors of drop shipping that are true and real and that you easily can do. And there's also a bunch of things that are lies. It's a bunch of things that won't never happen and will not become true because they're not realistic. There's a bunch of people, influencers, that are getting paid for literally telling you stories or regurgitating information and get off a line and getting paid by you just because you want to believe in what they say. Drop shipping is not going to make you money, but I'll give you some secret sauce on when it will. Drop shipping is always going to make you money when it comes to seasonal items. So I'll give you guys an example. Christmas trees, right? So Christmas trees, right? Christmas trees are always great drop shipping material. Why is that? It's because people cannot usually store Christmas trees in stock. They can't usually put them in their house. They don't have enough inventory to be able to put them in their basement. And you want to use platforms like Walmart or Target to actually get these products. So imagine this. Imagine going to, let's say, Walmart.com, right? You go to Walmart.com and finding a product that they are selling, but it's a product that's selling higher on eBay. So it's summertime, right? So let's just say bikes. Bikes, right? So let's go to bikes. Now, I know for a fact that electric bikes, these are very, very, very beneficial and very cheap. A lot of people don't know, but bikes that are run by electricity, and these people, or scooters too, scooters and bikes, they are not as expensive as we think. Like the $699, they're usually like this type of bike right here. If I got this from my distributor, would cost me $350, $400, right? This one probably cost me, just because it doesn't have this seat like this, this one probably would cost me around $300, $350, right? But you see, right, that on Walmart they have like these deals. So, and I'm just giving you guys an example of what real drop shipping is. So you can go ahead and type that in, well, click this, copy that, go over here, and you can see what it's selling for on eBay. Now, watch how different prices are going to fluctuate. Look at how this is being sold for $6.99. This is a AM Yet T, or whatever the heck you call this thing, right? So it's not this, but it's this, right? So you obviously see that there's people doing what I'm telling you right now. Okay, watch. So as you see, the same exact brand, back to back to back, 58 watchers on one. Why? Because it's sponsored. This person already has 96.9% positive feedback. The difference between this person and this person is this person has no feedback. Hence why I tell everybody why with eBay automation, we focus on getting customer feedback, low ticket items. Shout out to Pretty Boy Japan. He just asked me as a beginner, what product do I recommend? 9 times out of 10, I'm always going to recommend a small ticket item, because small ticket items, they are what get you positive feedbacks. So prime example, I guarantee you, if I go ahead and click on this listing and go into this seller's history, he has not always sold bikes. I'm sure he has sold plenty of different things. Okay, let's see if he's showing it, because you now can remove your old listing. So okay, so he got this little bike sicking thing, that right there. So it looks like, yeah, now all he does is sell bikes. But I'm sure, see, I would have to look through all of these reviews. I'm sure that if we look at his reviews, it's a bunch of different things. Like, he didn't just sell bikes. There's no way he just sold bikes, right? Especially when he first started his eBay. But he can remove, let's see, he can remove his listings. Let me see, free shipping, sold items, but it's probably not gonna. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like he's somebody that has been selling bike accessories. I'm very sure of it, because right now, again, like I said, you only can see 13 items, I believe, right? But he has 100 and something positive feedback. So we know he's sold small ticket and high ticket products, but nevertheless, look at how right now it's $689 that he's selling it for, and it is $699 right here on Walmart. So that means that he's finding this bike somewhere on another website cheaper. So we can go over here. We can go to Target, right? So you can go to Target.com. You can look for this bike. You can go to Best Buy. You can look for this bike. But the point of the matter is that you can literally look for these bikes and you can start reselling them. Okay, so... But it takes a lot of extensive research, which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to lie. But you can look at a bunch of these bikes and see that some of them are on sale. You want to get the bikes that are on sale, and you want to just list them. They're going to either sell or get you watchers. Okay? That is the difference. And I can already tell that if I did my research and really looked, which I'm tempted to really do, if we do our research and really look, we can probably find out where he's getting these bikes from. See, $699. He's definitely getting these bikes from a website. We just gotta find a website. Or he's refunding, which is a whole different thing. But regardless, guys, it tells you and shows you that these are trending. These are low ticket because you have one right here, the same exact 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 one right here. No. 1,500. No, these are not the same ones. But the same one right here. So that wasn't the same one. Right here is not the same one. But this is the same one. This is the same one. So like they're all over. They're all around, bruh. And it looks like he just keeps mad. He's just posting and posting and posting. But what I will tell you, right, is that if you're looking to drop ship, these are going to be the best methods. Now, probably not bikes, right? Let's say scooters. Because see, what happens is you got to get a Walmart account, and that Walmart account is going to give you free shipping. You then can ship the product out to customers. Let's see. I'm just looking for something affordable. Okay, maybe this one, right? Let's look at this. And again, this isn't scripted, guys. I'm just looking for trending products to drop ship right now. And again, no extension is going to tell you, hey, look, boom. All right, perfect. We found something. All right. So this right now is $170.99, right? Look at this. So I can get this at Walmart for $171. I can get it. Okay, it was originally $200. We can literally go ahead and look. He sold 535 of these, but he's charging people $295. So he's drop shipping this from Walmart or Target 100%. Now, let me explain to you the math, right? So he's charging $295.60. You may be thinking, well, damn, he just wants to make profit, right? Absolutely not. What it is he knows that eBay's charging some crazy ass fees, which he does not want to have to deal with. So he gets the bike for probably 170 or 70, let's say 180. He gets it for 180, even though it's not him getting it. The key is to have the person right here on eBay purchase it first. Once they purchase the bike, you then go over to your My Walmart account. You purchase the bike with the money or with some money. You might have to start out with your own funds. Only reason I say that is because some eBay accounts are they have their money put on hold. And I had somebody actually comment and tell me that on one of my lives, and I know that, but not every account has this issue. But this is a no-brainer if you're somebody looking to drop ship, because the beautiful thing about this, right? Let's hypothetically say you go ahead, you front your bread, and the product it gets shipped from Walmart. Walmart is shipping the product for you. You get free shipping, okay? So you go ahead and let's just say you don't get paid. The good part about Walmart is, hey, I didn't get it. Hey, I want a refund because it went to the wrong address. It's so many different ways that you can actually utilize this. It's not even funny. And as far as the insurance part goes, you're using Walmart as a cover, okay? And Walmart is well established, so you know for a fact that you have a company that will issue you a refund. Like, that's just the blanket, the safety blanket, but you won't really need to use it. But hold on. Let's really talk about something, right? Why is this scooter right here being sold and making way more money than this cheap ass scooter right here? Do you guys know? The reason is because look at the feedback. Look at the feedback. He got some good feedback. But the difference really is this person has a good standing with eBay. And I want to actually go deeper with this Because if he's making 200, if he's charging $295, and let's say he's getting it from Walmart so they're charging him $170, free shipping. Okay, so that gives him $125 to play with. Now he's probably paying $40 to eBay, right? So each bike he's making around $85.60, not having to store any bike in his inventory, any bike in his house or in his car. He doesn't have to take it to the post office. This is true drop shipping, guys. And I wanted to break this down for you because, yes, I get it. Everybody wants to do what they see being done. Everybody wants to go ahead and fall in love with the scammer that's in the Discords telling you, hey, my store just made $1 million last week. Like, yo, bro, shut up. You're lying. It's not true. These things are not actually factual. Now, it may make it seem like I'm a hater. It may make it seem like I'm just, jealous, right? At this point, right? Because I'm telling you it's not working. And you're probably like, well, they say it is. All I need you to do is go ahead and ask those influencers that you're watching to show you the websites that they're selling their products on that are getting them this money. So, like, instead of just showing me the Shopify screenshot, show me the website. And I want to purchase something from that website and actually get it. The difference is you can't. If you've watched these YouTube videos where people are flaunting and telling you that they're making X amount of money, you never really see what's on the website. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, it doesn't exist. This is all fabricated. This is an illusion to make you feel like drop shipping is something so you can buy their course. They can rope you in and give you a whole bunch of what if or if I only. Okay? But this is legitimate drop shipping. You got to create a Walmart account. You create that Walmart account. You go on to eBay, or you can go straight on Walmart. Look up a trending product for the season you're in. Find a product that's on sale, list it on eBay, give it a few days. You will get sales. You then go back to Walmart. You then sign into your Walmart account. You then go ahead and ship that product to the customer. You let them know that you want a gift receipt, not a regular receipt. So you can check on Walmart and say, hey, this is a gift. Now, the reason you say that is because you do not want the customer to get the original receipt. That is a no-no, right? Then I had people say, well, what box does it come in? Well, see, the box doesn't always have Walmart on it. That's number one. And number two, it doesn't matter because a customer, you got to realize what makes the customer not just go right here on Walmart and just buy this for $170. The reason a customer doesn't do it is because customers don't pay for cheap price, or they don't pay because they want the cheapest price. Customers pay because they want you to do the work for them. That's why. Okay? So be very cautious, guys. And I wanted to cover that, and I'll do one more thing because I'll probably try to, go live. I'm not really up to being on live right now, but I'm kind of forcing myself, which I'm forcing myself for good cause, right? Because you gotta keep moving, keep grooving, man. All right, so phone flipping. Now let's talk about this. 90% of the people that are phone flipping are scammers. What I mean by that is not literal scammers. I'm talking about on YouTube. A lot of them don't actually live what they say. I've watched the videos. I've heard courses. And I've also talked to students. And a lot of them tell me that it's not it. It doesn't help them. The literature or the guides or the videos are not necessarily helping them boost their business. And this occurs often. And the reason it occurs is because phone flipping isn't about how many phones you can get from Facebook ads. Phone flipping isn't about how many people you talk to. Phone flipping is about converting. Phone flipping is about organically knowing how to get customers, because if you get them just through ads, you're going to get so many leads that you don't even know, or that you may not necessarily be ready for, that you cannot close. All right. So you want to go, and I would recommend OfferUp. Okay. Facebook Marketplace. And instead of doing ads first, what I recommend to all of my students that are phone flipping is, bro, lock in. All you need to do is go on OfferUp, make 10 offers a day for a week. Okay, you're going to start seeing people talking to you, people trying to actually make deals with you. You're going to have the ball in your court. Okay, so here's the problem though. A lot of people, and again, I'm not really, I'm not really, how can I put this? A lot of people don't have one thing, and this is what costs them a lot of money. A lot of people don't have a price list. So a lot of you guys use price lists like Atlas, right? Which Atlas, I've never used a day in my life. Probably once, matter of fact. But Atlas is a price list for a reselling company. Hence why Atlas is a free price list that gives you a price that honestly they deem the device to be worth. So let me explain. Phones are tied with world. Phones, world phones. The world does not spin if we don't have phones, right? Phones are necessities. So what you have to realize is there's so many people in this world using phones that there are a bunch of different factors in a phone's value. I'll give you a really good example because it's on the screen right now. One of these phones on the screen right now are the worst phone to ever sell internationally. And it doesn't matter the model. It's just the type of phone. And the type of phone is color that I'm referring to. A red phone is the worst phone you can ever sell internationally. People do not like red phones. You'll see deductions on real price lists for colors like red. You'll see deductions for carriers like Cricket, Metro. These are not just because the buyers want to be assholes. It's because the buyers understand that people don't buy these type of devices. But a company like Atlas won't care because they're buying these phones from you just to get a little bit of bread to then go ahead and flip to a store like mine. That's how they make their money. That's why they're free. Because they understand that they can finesse. They can go ahead. They don't have to pay for the shipping. They don't have to worry about customers technically coming back to them. So they will ship defected phones out to stores. They have another company, We Sell Cellular, where they ship out phones that they buy from buyers like you and I. And the reason I'm saying all of this is because if you're somebody out there that thinks that phone flipping is just go ahead and use Atlas and go about your business, you tripping like a transmission. That's not how it works, right? You want to get a price list, okay? Now, we do have price lists, and you know I'm going to plug myself in. HustlerTaughtMe.com, right? We have a phone flipping buyer's price list. This price list is a one-time fee, okay? And the fee is not at all cheap nor expensive. What the heck? Oh, no. Why did I? Right here. The heck? It is literally one price for life. It's $85. You get access to this for life. 25 in-country and 25 international buyers. Instant offers and market prices on all phones. We're talking about tablets. We're talking about Apple Watches, MacBooks, phones used and new. We are talking about devices like PS5s, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, AirTags, AirPods, anything, okay? They love buying stuff. So you're able to literally take advantage of this for you to be able to make bread. You just have to legitimately understand that phone flipping is not hard. You just got to have a network. The network is something I work really, really hard on. And that's why I'm able to flip phones, because I can go ahead and do something like this. I do one offer before I get off real quick, guys. I'm sorry. I'll explain more later. All right, so prime example, iPhone 14. We see this, right? Now, this is an okay picture. I like the fact that the picture is just the phone. Now, see, this is a red flag. Now, the reason it's a red flag is because if you look, right, why is the phone not set up? Okay? If you're somebody out there looking to buy a phone, you pick up a phone or you meet somebody and the phone looks like this, don't buy it. Don't buy it until you actually go through it, because this is exactly how they get people with clones. Okay? People with clones, fake iPhones, they look at the phone, it looks just like this. Not saying this is a clone, because it's probably not, but we don't buy phones that are not set up, guys. We got to make sure these phones are set up, because this is a wicked world. Like, this world is I just wish, this is a horrible world with horrible people. That's just what it is, right? Horrible world with people that just want to finesse, okay? So anyway, $350 is what they're trying to get for it. Now, you may be wondering, like, why is it so low? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because this person is probably a wholesale seller or somebody that knows phones, right? Because if you go with, it's a 14, right? You go all the way down to market value on our price list, which is right here, you're able to actually see that this 14 is only worth around 150 to 140. Okay? Now, this person isn't going to overprice too much, but usually what you'll see is a whole bunch of people that actually have buyers list on OfferUp to see if they can find people that are going to buy phones for higher than what their buyer's willing to pay. I used to do that. Now, the difference is you can scoop these buyers up and make them yours. Now, these type of individuals are individuals I call wholesale sellers. Now, I call them that because they'll have phones all the time they're trying to sell you, and all you got to do is give them your number, and you'll have people hitting you up. Hey, I got this phone, I got that phone, I got that phone, I got this phone. And it's really cool because they'll make you a good $1,500 to $2,000 a week if you nurture that relationship well, because they get phones on an everyday basis. This is what they do for a living. But they'll go on OfferUp and try to get somebody to offer $350, even though they know it's not worth that. Okay, so what I would do is I would say, because I know market value, right? Now, I've already broken down the equations I use. I already know for a fact that I'm not trying to sell this to a buyer. If I do get this iPhone 14, my mission is, so with phones that have no value really, like phones like the iPhone 14, 13, even 15, like phones that are lower than what, what I'm willing to accept, right? Like I can't negotiate this person down if the phone is only worth $150 on the price list, because then I'm taking $40 off. So now I'm at $110 is my selling price. That wouldn't make sense. So what I do instead is I'll actually say, okay, it's worth $150. All right, I can actually put some bread up and probably sell this for $275, right? So I'm gonna say I can do $200, knowing he's not going to do it. Do you have the box, right? I know he's not going to be okay with that offer, but I want to start dialogue. Hence why I make my offer first. I don't ask him how his day is. I don't really ask him about his kids or his wife, right, or whoever this person is. I just make that offer, and then I ask him a question, hoping that question could entice them to respond back for us to start a dialogue, right? But I already know for a fact that this phone is not worth $350. An iPhone 14, iPhone 13, and iPhone 15, they're not worth any money, okay? Well, that's not true. They're not worth nothing like $300. They're worth, all those phones I just mentioned are under $300. Okay, but again, you wouldn't know this if you didn't have a price list or a network. Hence why I say a lot of phone flippers are frauds, because they're too busy trying to sell you courses instead of trying to help you grow a network. A network is going to make you more money. It's going to put you in a more successful space, especially with phone flipping, because maybe one day you might buy a bad phone and you need to get it off, right? Like, pause. Maybe you might have found a iPhone on a bus and it's iCloud locked, and you're like, damn, I want to sell this John, but like you don't have a buyer that necessarily buys those type of phones. Well, you can go ahead and hit up another buyer and say, hey, do you buy this type of phone? And then they might say yes, they might say no. But again, it gives you options, and that is where you win, guys. That's where you win, is when you get those options to articulate different scenarios to different buyers to be able to capitalize off of different opportunities that you can then make money from. And this is where we win. Okay, we win 9 times out of 10 off of making sure that we're utilizing our network more than making sure that we have Facebook ads. I'm just saying. All right, so that's how I'm going to leave it for today, guys. I'm not sure if I'll be live again tomorrow. I'm not sure, but I do have the videos already done for you guys for this week. And, I'm regrouping and getting things together so I can be able to provide you guys with some new things that I have in the works. And, yeah. All right. Just, again, remember what I said, y'all. Keep working, bruh. Like, don't let nobody knock you off your pivot. Don't let no situations hold you down. And most importantly, thrive in the trenches. Thrive in environments where things get muddy. Because when you can thrive in those, you can thrive when things are good too. You feel me? Everybody and everything isn't going to go well all the time. That job ain't always going to treat you right. Your pockets and your bank account ain't always going to look nice. It's not going to happen. But you got to be able to pivot. And most importantly, have tunnel vision to understand that when things are going wrong, you still must continue to go hard. I'm telling you where entrepreneurs fail, bro. They fail because when shit start getting bad, whether it's personal or whether it's business, they cave. I had a student that was making a lot of money in Florida, a lot of money. She hits me up one day crying. And she like, can I talk to you? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? And this is like a person I never would have thought would be crying. She was like a tomboyish young lady, and she was like, it's like, she was always hard, if you get me. And she like, yeah, my wife is just, she's like, yeah, I don't need to do this anymore. This is childish and da-da-da. And I told her, I said, well, if you feel like this is something that's, helping you, or even if it's something you enjoy, nobody can tell you to stop doing something that is benefiting you both and also something you enjoy. We had a good talk. Never heard from the person after. Why do you think that? Why do you think I never heard from them? Either one or two things happened. Oh, I know what happened because we ended up falling out after that. I haven't heard from her, and then all of a sudden, her wife started hitting me up. Hey, we didn't buy this, and we didn't do that, and we didn't do this, and this, and that, and that, and that, and this. I'm like, hey, I just actually did this, and this for you. And the wife was just trying to like lie and be weird. But the point of the matter, don't let people dictate how your hustle goes. It's happened before. And then when it happens, you fall through, bruh. Because we start getting infatuated with the way that success makes us feel that other people feel. We get infatuated with the way success looks like to others. That's why we do it. That's why we crave that success. So I want to ask you a quick question. You watching right now, me and you. Forget everybody else. It's me and you. Do you want to be successful because you want the success? Or do you want to be successful because you want other people to see you successful and feel happiness envy, attractiveness, all of these things to you. Why? Is that what you want? That's the difference between the two. If you're doing this because you want success to build, let's say, generational wealth, I want to share something. We just got a hit. So this is a good example. Like I said, now usually this would probably happen when I get off, but this is definitely somebody that this is 100% somebody that sells phones to people. 100%. 100%. I'm not going to make it 250. I'm not. I'm going to keep my offer the same. But if this isn't a clone, this is definitely somebody that is a wholesale seller. I just wanted to show y'all that. But again, don't fall in love with trying to have people feel or see the success. Fall in love with being the success, because that success is going to be able to help your family in the long run and help the people that come after you. You feel me? And that's really what we want. We want, hey, I got another. Oh, I hit my head right here. And I was fixing my computer. But yeah. But yeah, y'all. So that is that, y'all. I appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'll probably be live tomorrow, guys.